last year. That place was as loud as I've ever heard it.
And that's it. That makes me want to see playoff games here again. That makes me want conference finals and MLS Cups here again.
And that's the great thing about this club. 4 trophies in 6 years, and they want more. And the fans want more. The way they show up for this team, they love this city.
Look, the atmosphere is the fans. They bring the rowdy. They are the blue hell. They don't want glory days. They want glory now.
YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet as we're back here for another episode of FIFA 19. This is the Kansas City, or I should say Sporting Kansas City Manager Career Mode, as we're going to get ready for our first playoff appearance. Well, not our first playoff appearance. I mean, Casey's been, but at least for the first time in this series, our first playoff appearance here, and we're going to see who we're going to be playing against in today's episode. So as we take a look here, we'll look at the player stats here, and I don't know, I'm not for sure. You guys let me know down below in the comment section, but let me know, do they announce the awards for MLS players, like the season awards, before the playoffs happen, like most sports do, like the NFL, Major League, well, no, I think Major League Baseball waits until afterwards. So after the season's over with, but I'm not for sure with MLS how they actually do that. Who gets and then at that they don't even have the Golden Boot in here award, because for the most part I think most leagues have some type of award for individual the individual player or whatever. But Nemo does not. He has the most assists there, so he'll get that award. And that's a nice little trophy for us if by chance if they do awards before the postseason begins. Clean sheet there, we got that. There's C. Molina. Tim did a good job there. 24 clean sheets out of 34 games. So nice job there from him. He had a great season for us, and we're hoping to continue that going to the next season. Of course, we're going to be looking for some goalies here. We do need some younger guys here coming up here, and that's going to be very important for us coming up in season 2. Go ahead and take a look at the yellow cards there, and Montreal Impact has the most there with 7 apiece there from their two of their players there. Sporting Kansas City, I think we have a couple there towards the bottom. I'm not for sure. No, I don't. Doesn't look like it now. So yeah, we had issues with yellow cards there, surprisingly enough, especially my first year playing this game. But we do have one there for, actually no, 2 red cards there. But that's from the young, one of the players that we recently picked up in our transfer window. And of course, that I guess comes from his time playing from his former club there. So that transfers over. Here you take a look at the U.S. Open Cup, which we won earlier. And there you see Nemo getting 3 goals out of 5 matches, along with Espinoza right behind him. And there you see Rooney there for DC United, who has 2 goals there for the season. So very happy. I was really surprised that we're able to win that here. And of course, that is another trophy for us, and something that we can brag about for the next year. And of course, season 2, we got to try to defend that trophy there, as we have another shot there next season for the U.S. Cup, the only domestic cup really besides the league championship that MLS currently has right now. Take a look at the yellow cards there for the U.S. Cup, and you guys can check those out. So just want to show you the stats there. Like I said, I'm not for sure exactly how they present their awards. I don't know if they do wait till the season's completely over with, or they give the season awards first, and then towards the end of the year they give the most valuable player or the golden boot or whatever. You guys let me know. I might have to look that up or something, see how they do that and whatnot. But if you guys know, please let me know down below in the comment section down here in the video. So there you see the Eastern Conference, 61 points there for Atlanta. Of course, they will get the first round bye just like us. And then, of course, they're going down the list there. Some other teams there that, of course, is going to be looking up towards the top 7 teams that are going to be representing the Eastern Conference. So take a look at the playoffs, and there you see Columbus and New York. New York wins that one. They'll move on. DC United will move on 3-1 against Toronto FC. Timbers will lose to Minnesota, and of course, Dallas FC, who we defeated twice this season. I think we had played them both times. I think they were both in featured episodes earlier this year. They will be facing us in the next round here. So we have a chance to talk to the press here. That's exactly what we're going to do. And you know what? We're going to be nice. We're going to, well, actually, no, maybe not. We're going to be nice about that. Maybe we are going to, okay, maybe we're going to talk. I don't know exactly what the coach is thinking right now here, but I think he might be wanting to praise maybe a player there for Dallas FC. Of course, Dallas FC, if, I like I said, I'm still new to MLS. I've been new to it. Been watching it for the last year and a half or so, but really getting into the games for probably a good year now. And I do know that the Dallas FC is our rival, and they are definitely a team that we're definitely going to have to defeat. Now, we beat them twice in that I mentioned earlier here. The first appearance was back in July 28th. I think we'll see the schedule here right there, that we beat them 4-0 in that game, which we were happened to be at home for there at Children's Mercy. It was a good game. If I remember correctly, I think this might have been a game where Gorso had 2 goals there. He was looking to get a hat trick in that one. I was not smart enough to write down or anything like that what the thing was. And of course, they don't let you see the box score from that game, and that is something I think FIFA needs to let you have coming up in next year's game. But lets you look at the box score and who did what and what, why that game turned out to be that way, like they do in baseball and basketball and other sports games. There you can kind of look at the numbers there and see what's going on. So there you see Gorso. Of course, that's a guy that we're going to be looking forward to here in the playoffs. Here, we're hoping that he can score some goals and have a really amazing season. As I'm moving my microphone here, sorry about that. But we're going to see if Gorso can do something. Of course, Nemo, he's been kind of absent here for the last couple of matches, and we got to get him into the mix there, along with Johnny Russell and Espinoza. As you take a look at our normal starting 11 there, nothing different from any other time, any chance here we've been playing. Of course, there's been some changes here. We don't have Zusi anymore. He's over in the Premier League. So we've been changing that right center spot, or the right back spot, and also we've been changing up the center back spot there quite often here lately. So just trying to get some younger guys in the motions there, trying to get them used to being on the pitch here. But we'll take a look here. Sporting Kansas City making a good threat here. This is pretty, I think, pretty early in the game. As actually, I should say, FC Dallas actually making a good threat here early, and they are trying their best to get something going out. Sporting Kansas City here trying to get that one in there, but that one gets cleared away, and Sporting Kansas City is just trying their best here to get something going. Now go to the 21st minute here, and we see this one. Nemo there try to fire one there near the top of the penalty box there, and yeah, that one not going anywhere, as that's just misfire there. Going to the 24th minute, and we'll see Sporting Kansas City trying to go here, and that one, I should say FC Dallas here trying to go for it. Right, this is actually a good back and forth here between both squads. There were a lot of good interceptions between the two of them here in this first half. and just really just, when they had the chance here, making shots here to fire into the goal there. And there you see a lot of just good saves here. And this one is still 0-0. And this first half of this one, you see Gutierrez there trying to fire one in there, but goaltender goalkeeper, I should say. I think it's the same thing. Goaltender, goalkeeper. He makes sure that he is not going to be able to get that one in there. You see the corner there, and that one just going over the top pole there. You see Gutierrez really upset with himself there. He thought he had that header. I thought he had that header, but just goes too far over the bar there, and that one is not going to be in the favor for Sporting. Go down to the 34th minute, and we'll see Nemo there trying to find an early man there. Nemo, Gutierrez, you see there, Gutierrez trying to get him to it, but he just could not get that ball past there. And, of course, Nemo trying to fire this one in there. Espinoza now setting up something here. Nemo in the or outside the box there. No, Russell couldn't get anything there. And that one's just going to get kicked away by Gorso there. I see Sporting Kansas City just cannot believe here. They're at home for this game, and like I said, we beat these guys here at home 4-0 in the first matchup there. In the second matchup, we won 2-0 there on the road in Dallas. As we'll see another corner kick here, another opportunity now for Sporting Kansas City to try to get something going. As that one, just does not do any good. Belcher there coming up, trying to set up something here. Nemo trying to get on the outside there of the wing, and that one gets blocked, as they just cannot connect anything on that one. And that is how the first leg, or I should say the first half of this first leg of this playoff game is going to go. At Sporting Kansas City and FC Dallas showing a really good game here in the first half. So 0-0 here. So basically whoever pretty much does their job here and be able to score that one goal can win this one. Sporting Kansas City there, oh my goodness, there you see Espinoza. Just thought he had it in there. It was a good pass there, but just could not tip that one in there. It would have been a nice one there, but just put a little too much lift into that. Sporting Kansas City here again, threatening now, trying to make a splash there. Couldn't do anything there. And that is going to not be Gonzalez there, playing like a beast there, as pretty much a brick wall in the first half and the start of the second half. As we'll see Espinoza there setting up something there for Corso, but Corso could not connect there. You see there, he is frustrated. He thought he had this one and it should have been in there, but it just wings off to the just veers off to the left there, and on the opposite side, the left side of the pole there. And now trying to get the header in there, and they get the header in there. But it's not going to count, as it's going to be offsides there on Nemo. Nemo thought he had that one. That right there, I personally, I was playing this game, and I really thought that Sporting Kansas City had that shot there to do something. But that was not going to be the case, as, offsides there. Bad call. Not the call you want to have towards late in this game. As you see Gutierrez there trying to make an attempt there also on a shot. And not going to be going anywhere. It just misses, just scratches on the outside of the net. Now FC Dallas here now, like I said, they've been threatening just as much as we have. Especially not as much as they did in the first half, but in the second half here, kind of quiet down. But we'll see. We ended this one here in the tie, and it goes 0-0. So basically, we are going to, for us to win the game, we're going to have to score quite a few goals on the road. We have to score. We got to score at least one to win an aggregate if we want to move on to the next round. If we don't, of course, it's going to go down to a PKs, and of course, if you know for anything from this series, I am not good at that whatsoever. So PKs are going to be very important. Scoring goal is going to be really important for us next half, or this second leg of this playoff game here with FC Dallas. Just take a look at the stats of the game. quite honestly, the whole time I was thinking, I was like, oh my god, this game is going to go down to PKs. I cannot let it go down to that. You know, at the end of the day, that's going to be always going to be my Achilles heel. And I've been trying to work on that, on penalty kicks and stuff like that. More or less, not necessarily making them, but defending them. You know, blocking them, trying to read the player, which side he's going to go on, and stuff like that. And that's you know, it's one of the toughest things, in real life. I mean, you know, I've watched enough soccer, and of course I have some pretty good friends that watch it religiously. You know, they say it's a tough thing, especially in FIFA. Just trying to read where he's gonna kick the ball and how he's gonna score. So it's gonna be definitely something that we are gonna have to worry about coming up in this next part of this two game playoff here. So there you see FC Dallas. There you see we are going to be definitely in trouble. And there again, we're going to talk to the press here. We're going to see what the coach is going to say here. But did you see there's some teams already made to the next round, and you know, did a good job there. But we'll have to try to do our best here to score here, and we got to try to score early, and we're going to attack as often as we possibly can, because we can, you know, like I said, we beat them 2-0 the second time we met them here. They're in their home stadium, and now we're going to try to see if we can try to do that here today. One goal will do it here, but we got to score here as early as we can. If we can score within the first 10 minutes of the game, that'd be awesome. That's usually what we run into a lot of times. I've noticed here the last couple of games. But you know, if it comes to be like a game like it was in that first leg, it's going to be a very defensive game, and no one, you know, that it's basically whoever has that one shot and gets that one chance to go in there and get it. And there you see, that's what we needed right there, as we get the first goal, and it does not get us offsides, thank goodness, because I was waiting for that call to be made. But we get lucky there, and we get the goal. So that's a nice job there from Sanchez, as he gets in there and kicks off the second half of this leg here with a nice goal. Take a look at that kick there. Fires that one on the top part of the net, top half of the net there, and out of the range of the keeper. Nice job as he scores his second goal here in MLS in the 12th minute. So, can Sporting Kansas City continue this? Well, we're about to see here. 26th minute here. FC Dallas now trying to make an attempt here. They're trying to get on the board here, as they know it's very crucial here. As you see, they missed that cross there. And there you see Kansas City, Gorso trying to make a stop, trying to make a kick there. But there you see, I believe Cannon gets right in front of that one and blocks this one. And that is going to be I believe, a corner kick for us. 44th minute, we'll move on here. Actually, it was out of bounds, actually. To be technically, the corner kick would be caused by a block there from the goalie. But, yeah, the 44th minute there, we do not get anything there. I should say they do not get anything there. They make an attempt to threatening there at Tim. And Tim did a great job there blocking, and now him and the defense here have to do a better, really good job in the second half here to defend and hold this one-goal lead. As Sporting Kansas City, of course, they switch up sides here. Gonzalez does a great job there blocking that one, as he is trying to avoid a two-goal potential lead there. And, of course, if we get this second goal, we can pretty much call this game and this series done with. As Sporting Kansas City, Espinoza here going to there, and he gets that one stopped by Gonzalez, as Espinoza is just short of this one. Now we'll see Johnny Russell here one-on-one now, him and the goalie. He does not get it. That one is just off for whatever reason. Thought that I had that one lined up, but he just misses it. He just kicks it to the far right there. And I don't know what Johnny was going after, where he was hitting off that one there. But that one goes off the pole. Then, you know, FC Dallas realized, hey, that one's still alive. That's still a live ball, so they have to kick it out of the way. And Sporting Kansas City will move on now to the playoffs now, as we'll see who will take on here in, of course, that'll be in the next episode. And Sporting Kansas City wins this one 1-0 here at home in aggregate. And that is what we like. Nice job there from Sanchez. Definitely our player of the game, as he helped us get that one goal. And that's all we needed. It was that one goal to win the game. We would have, and I was really sweating there, because I was really thinking, like, okay, they're gonna come up with some kind of play to really trip me up there. And for whatever reason, they just could not. Our defense did a great job there of, not letting them, or I should say our midfield really did a great job there, not letting them get on that side of the field, and just playing keep away with them and just trying to get ourselves set up for a second goal there. Of course, we had a couple of times there we could have had one. Johnny really should have had one. He was right there, lined up perfectly for a second goal, but just veers off way off right. And just could not get that second goal, but it was enough there to get us the win. As you take a look there at the match ratings for the players, and of course, player of the game, Sanchez, who helps us get the win. And of course, Sporting Kansas City will now move on to the next round in the playoffs, and we'll see who we play. And of course, the team that we could possibly face. And I'm really worried about this, because we last time I think we played them, we did pretty well, but the first time we played them was a disaster. I think they beat us. I think it was a 4-2. I want to say it was a shutout. I really want to say it was a shutout, but I'm not for sure if it was a shutout or not. But might have to play against the Seattle Sounders, and there you see, yeah. We have a press conference, and we're going to talk about the Sounders there. And they were the two teams, them and Portland were the two teams that got an L on us this season. And there you see the conference finals there. DC United going to take on Philadelphia. We have to go on the road, as we only scored one road goal so far this season in the playoffs. And we have to go to Seattle. So that is something that we're gonna have to deal with here, because road goals. Remember, if I'm not mistaken, I think road goals are really, really important in MLS, and that's how they really decide who gets to start at home. So, if we were better scoring goals on the road, we would have home field advantage, but that's not the case. So we're going to have to find out what we're going to do. Of course, this, like I said, we'll have both games in the next episode, and we'll see if we can move on to the MLS finals. We'll either be playing DC United or Philadelphia, but first we've got to get through Seattle, and that is going to be a tough task. I know from other people say Seattle's a tough team in the playoffs. They do not let too much up. And for us to win this one, we have to get some goals here. I would say we have to score at least two. We have to win a 1-0 games in both of these games. So we're really going to have to score and really do have to do a good job at attacking their defense, and really try to get there early, attack them early and often. So that's going to be really important coming up in the next episode, and that next episode should be coming up here in the next next day or two here on the channel. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you happen to be new, hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified of when this series or any other series here on the channel is uploaded to ESGNet. Also, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord for the latest news and events on what's going on here on the channel and what's going on in the world of sports gaming here on ESGNet. As always, keep yourselves and each other healthy, and I will see you guys next time.